This ABC 15 News Update is sponsored by Sanderson Ford, America's best-selling Ford dealership.
Hello, I'm Justin Pizzera with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. Arizona could soon have another inmate facing execution. The Arizona Supreme Court could issue a warrant of execution for 76-year-old Murray Hooper. The warrant must be filed by the end of the week to give his attorneys time to respond. Hooper was sentenced to a 1980 murder of a Phoenix man and his mother-in-law during a home invasion. If the warrant is granted, Hooper could be the third inmate to be put to death this year. Addressing the water crisis here in the Southwest, Nevada's governor toured Lake Mead, which is critically low. Crews even moved boat ramps further into the lake as the shoreline changes. The governor praised water conservation efforts by people in Nevada and has created a committee to find other methods.
There's a practice that they're using in some other state to conserve water that we're not using here. I want to know what it is, and we'll use it.
Conservation projects will be created using the $4 billion in federal funding from the Inflation Reduction Act, funding secured by Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema. The city of Scottsdale is looking at ways to combat the effects of the urban heat island. It's part of the city's first heat mitigation plan. In partnership with ASU, a study reveals the hottest spots in the city, including Scottsdale Road from Old Town to McDowell and the Scottsdale Airport. Now, while the coolest spots are Indian Bend Wash and the Scottsdale Civic Center. Now the city wants input from residents before presenting to the City Council in mid-September.
We hope that the resources provided on our website really will help people better understand all of those differences in heat, also what they can do, but then also let the city have a good basis for developing a heat mitigation plan.
We have information on how you can provide feedback and ideas on our website at abc15.com. A new school year is underway and classrooms can be really a petri dish for kids, spreading germs all over the place. So parents, how can you make sure your kids stay healthy throughout the school year? Well, doctors say respiratory infections and stomach flus can be prevented through hand washing.
Reminding your kids about when they should be washing their hands and how they should be doing it, and demonstrating this at home and maybe doing a bit of practice at home can help to reinforce some of those messages.
Well, if your kid starts showing symptoms like a fever, runny nose, cough, or sore throat, make sure to check with your pediatrician on whether it is safe for them to go back to school. Clear bag policies are nothing new. You need a clear bag at most professional sporting events or concerts, but what about a high school football game? The Scottsdale Unified School District is launching a new policy ahead of Friday Night Lights. The district is now requiring clear bags in order to enter the sport venue. The approved guidelines show the clear tote size cannot exceed 12 by 6 by 12. You can also bring up to a 1-gallon clear plastic bag or a small clutch. The district's first football game is tomorrow night at Coronado High School. One cheerleader tells us it is comforting for that change.
It does make me feel a lot safer because I know that back then, it wasn't really, nobody really took it serious. But with everything going on in Uvalde, I feel like everybody stepped it up. Everybody's taking precautions and just making everything safer for all the students, which makes me, feel a lot safer.
The district is keeping several other safety measures top of mind at its campuses as well, including IDs worn at all times and keeping doors locked and gates closed. A heads up for anyone planning to go to the Bounce Around at Bellbank Park this weekend. The event has been canceled. Organizers not really giving a reason here, only saying that people who bought tickets will get a refund within the next week. We reached out to Bellbank Park for more information on the last-minute cancellation, but at this point haven't heard back yet. If you love hot sauce and love ranch, your worlds are about to collide. Hidden Valley is teaming up with a luxury hot sauce brand to create spicy truffle ranch. No surprise, there's a wait list ahead of the August 30th release.
Well, happy Thursday. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. As we talk about that storm threat today, you'll notice that the storm chances are still in the likely range across northern Arizona. For the valley, though, that chance for storms dropping slightly in that 20% range today, meaning some spotty storms will be possible both this afternoon and this evening. And as you look at futurecasts this morning and overnight, we had a few showers and thunderstorms in our foothills. Those will wind down, will clear out the clouds through mid-morning as storms then get going to our north by the mid-morning into the early early afternoon. By the early afternoon, we'll have to watch for a few storms that could develop over the higher terrain northeast of the valley, maybe over the Estrellas too. And then through that evening drive, some spotty storms will be possible with a slight chance for rain as we go into tonight too. So if anything develops, it does look to be fairly spotty, but just know that a few storms are possible still today. A high of 102 in Phoenix, out to our west 104 at Lake Havasu, mid 80s in Payson, and 74 for Flagstaff. Temperatures will be in the low hundreds through the weekend before we get hotter and drier early next week.
Get another update tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com or by downloading the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 News Update is sponsored by Sanderson Ford, America's best-selling Ford dealership.